Action. Okay. Hello, Saline students, and welcome to the first episode of SMS Buzz.
I'm Caroline.
And my name's Naomi.
Now we would like to thank you all for tuning in today.
Many things have been happening in the school recently, so let's go examine the wrestling season.
Saline's wrestling team has wrapped up its season, so let's get a closer look at what went down this year. There were many great moments for all involved.
My favorite things about wrestling, it's tough, it pushes you a lot, and you get to see where you are in life and see where you can be better and, stuff like that. Wrestling is a very tough sport, so, it's made me handle different situations in really much different ways.
Thank you, James. Now it's back to Naomi and Caroline to see what else we've got to cover today.
Saline had a great wrestling season this year, and thank you for all the wrestlers who worked very hard.
Now over to Kayla's for the highly anticipated Geek Weekly.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of Geek Weekly, the place for geeks, freaks, and nerds alike. I'm your host, Kayla, so without further ado, let's get into today's show. To start off, OpenAI is set to finish making a new custom chip design. This chip is going to help OpenAI reduce their dependency on NVIDIA for their computer chips. This will be the first in-house made chip for the creators of ChatGPT. OpenAI hopes that they'll be able to start mass producing these chips, with many American companies attempting and failing to make their own computer chips. OpenAI seems confident with their new design and anticipates it to be a massive success. Jumping down to California's Mojave Desert, Boom Supersonic made its first test flight with their new XB-1 experimental plane, becoming the first privately developed aircraft to break the sound barrier. Boom hopes these tests will aid in the development of their supersonic airliner, the Boom Overture, which is scheduled for test flight in 2026. It would be the first supersonic airliner since the Concorde was retired in 2003, bringing back a once-dead concept. That wraps up our first episode. Again, I'm Kayla, and I'll see you next time on Geek Weekly.
As most of you know, the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade trips are coming up very soon.
Be prepared, pack your essentials, and always remember to have fun.
Let's get a quick rundown on what's going on for the next couple of months.
Some exciting trips are coming up for all grades, including Chicago for the 6th grade, where they will go to the Windy City itself to experience the history of Chicago and all the memorable things that have happened there. As for 7th grade, they're going to Cedar Point, where they have the opportunity to ride some of the biggest and most thrilling coasters in the world. Finally, the 8th graders will be going to Washington, D.C., where they will experience and learn about the history of America and how different events have impacted it. Remember to pack your necessities and have fun on these trips. Now let's get a look at this year's Domino Effect of Kindness cereal drive.
If you want to run with me, you can run with me. Alright, this is the time that you can move.
Last week, Saline had its annual cereal drive. Thank you to everyone who was able to bring in cereal, and thank you to our web leaders for helping to set up. Your contribution of cereal will help those in need this spring break. We hope to get even more for next year's Domino Effect of Kindness.
All right, so this is the second annual Domino Effect of Kindness cereal event. The reason we're doing this and why it's important to me personally is that we are able to show the Saline community that the Saline Middle School students can have a positive impact and a domino effect of kindness on our community. And so what we're able to accomplish with this event is being able to provide food to people in need right before spring break when lunches and breakfasts aren't available at the school. This year, the winning class was Mrs. Hanlon's homeroom 6th grade class, bringing in over 400 boxes of cereal. The grand total of this event was over 1,300 boxes of cereal, meaning that we could give each family around, let's say 600 families, 2 boxes of cereal for the week of spring break. So we're very proud of all of the efforts of all of our students, and we're so grateful that we were able to have such a large impact on our community.
Well, that's all we have to cover today.
We hope you enjoyed today's show.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of SMS Buzz. Wait, Caroline. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Woo.
Woohoo!
I'm glad you're also excited for the first episode of SMS Buzz.
Sorry for the long wait and can't wait to see you next time.
Go Hornets!